across the world, How Democracies Die. I think that's the name of their book. Threat to our democracy.
Threat to our democracy. What?
They're a threat to our very democracy.
And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Every election cycle, you hear the same tagline. This is a threat to our democracy. Or democracy is at stake. We must save our democracy. And while they wave the Constitution, they chant, this is what democracy looks like. But here is the uncomfortable truth they don't teach in most schools. We are not a democracy. We never were. The United States is a constitutional republic, and that distinction matters more than ever. The term democratic republic didn't even emerge until the late 19th century, right around the time the seeds of the modern administrative state were being planted. It only became widespread in the 20th century, especially after World War II, as civics education and government materials slowly reshaped how Americans understood their own system. The word democracy appears 0 times in the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution, not once. Instead, Article 4, Section 4 guarantees every state in this union a republican form of government. Here's the key contradiction. These same people constantly invoke the Constitution while pushing the very mob rule democracy that the Constitution was written to prevent. You cannot have a pure democracy and a constitution at the same time. The entire purpose of the Constitution is to limit government power and protect individual rights from majority tyranny. A pure democracy has no such guardrails. The framers studied history and knew the dangers all too well. They repeatedly warned against factions and mob rule. James Madison in Federalist No. 10 said, "Democracies have ever been spectacles of turbulence and contention, have ever been found incompatible with personal security or the rights of property, and have in general been as short in their lives as they have been violent in their deaths." He designed our constitutional republic to control the violence of factions through elected representatives and structural safeguards, not let them run unchecked. Look at the streets today. Crowds flooding the streets, chanting, waving signs, demanding whatever the mob wants in the moment. Does this look familiar? This is exactly the kind of direct mob rule and factual chaos the framers feared and warned us about. Benjamin Franklin famously said after the Constitutional Convention, the best form of government is a republic if you can keep it. John Adams warned, democracy never lasts long. It soon wastes, exhausts, and murders itself. There never was a democracy that did not commit suicide. Thomas Jefferson stated, "The Republican is the only form of government which is not eternally at open or secret war with the rights of mankind." When I first started studying the founding documents and the framers' writings, I was always so confused about why everyone, even in all parties, kept saying, "Save our democracy." Then, as I studied deeper and spoke with constitutional scholars, the truth became clear. We are a constitutional republic with a democratic process for electing representatives. There is a massive difference. One protects individual liberty and limits government. The other risks majority tyranny. And if you want to understand this better, I highly recommend the book Republic or Democracy Doesn't Matter by Don Jans. It compiles the framers' writings and the founding documents into the powerful story of our constitutional republic. I also highly recommend studying the Federalist Papers more deeply. We've strayed far from the original version of the constitutional republic, a structure we truly haven't followed in over a century. But it's not too late. The framers gave us a republic. If we can keep it, stop falling for the slogan, learn the truth, defend the constitutional republic, because once it's gone, history shows us it rarely comes back peacefully. share this video, study the documents, and let's recommit to the republic we were meant to keep.